Dairy foods can be really nutritious, but you need to know how to make the right choices. I'm Susan Bowerman, registered dietitian, and today we're talking about dairy foods. You know, they're one of the richest sources of potassium and calcium. They're fortified with vitamins A and D. But if you're not careful and you don't pay attention to how much fat you're taking in, you can rack up your calories pretty quickly. So let's look at what 100 calories looks like from different dairy foods. We're going to start off by looking at milk. If you're drinking non-fat milk, 100 calories of non-fat milk is 9 ounces of milk, which is quite a bit. It's about 270 milliliters. But if you switch over to the full-fat milk, you're going to get significantly less. You're only going to get about 5.5 ounces. That's 175 milliliters. And if you go even more on the fattier side and go to the half and half that you put in your coffee, you're only looking at about 4 tablespoons, and that's going to add up very quickly if you drink a couple of cups of coffee. So you're only looking at about 65 milliliters of half and half for your 100 calories. What if you turn to cottage cheese to get your dairy? Well, if you're using non-fat cottage cheese, your 100 calories will buy you a full cup. That's quite a bit of cottage cheese to eat at one serving. That's about 150 grams. But if you don't look at your labels and you pick up the full-fat variety instead, you're only going to be able to eat about half as much for your 100 calories. What about yogurt? Yogurt is very nutritious if you choose the right one. If you're looking at non-fat, plain Greek-style yogurt, for 100 calories you can get a full cup, 200 grams of yogurt in that serving. But if you choose the sweetened yogurt with the fruit on the bottom, you're not picking up that much fat necessarily, but you're picking up a lot of sugar, which means that your 100 calories is only going to buy you half as much. What about cheese? The main thing with cheese is that the creamier your cheese, the higher the calories per serving. That's why if you're going to spend 100 calories on blue cheese, you only get about an ounce of cheese. On the other hand, if you pick up something like a non-fat mozzarella cheese, you get 2.5 times that. You get about 75 grams of cheese, 2.5 cheese sticks, which is great. Parmesan cheese is actually a pretty good choice, and here's the reason. Parmesan is pretty dry. It doesn't have a lot of fat in it, which means for 100 calories you get about 25 grams of grated cheese. That's about 5 tablespoons. For your 100 calories, that's quite a bit, and you probably won't put all of that cheese on your dish all at one time. And one last thing, if you're looking at frozen dairy desserts, pay attention because your portions are very small for your 100 calories. It's only going to buy you about a half a cup of frozen yogurt or about a third of a cup of full-fat ice cream. So look at your labels carefully and choose wisely when you go to the store.